Welcome to this episode's story. Chapter 6, Sharp Questions at the Tech Forum. Inside the 2035 Geothermal Summit's Tech Forum in Reykjavik, Iceland, the air hummed with invisible tension. A circular hologram displayed ozone layer restoration models, casting pale blue light over delegates' faces. Yet it couldn't dispel Lynn Carter's unease. 12 hours had passed since Adrian Hawke's late-night visit, and his questions lingered like a splinter, unshakable. She sat in the speaker's waiting area, Zhijian brushing the quantum chip necklace in her pocket, a relic from her mother, Su Wan. Its design, inspired by ancient Chinese tiger tallies, required two halves to unlock the full telomere algorithm stored within. The metal edges dug into her palm, grounding her jumbled thoughts. Next, please welcome Dr. Lynn Carter, founder of Stardust Tech, to present Telomere Optimization, Rewriting Human Lifespan. The host's voice boomed through holographic speakers, and lights snapped to Lynn. She stood, heading for the stage. Under her black blazer, a silver NASA pin, an exact replica of the one Adrian had shown her, pulled from her suitcase that morning, pinned her white shirt. She wasn't sure why she wore it, perhaps to steady herself in case he appeared. A hologram flickered to life, showing telomere repair in action. DNA strands with telomeres fraying at the ends, while her delta factor worked like tiny craftsmen, mending the damage. Telomere shortening is the cornerstone of human aging, Lynn said, clear and steady, scanning the room. Traditional gene editing targets single mutations, but delta factor uses quantum computing to pinpoint telomere wear, repairing it dynamically. In trials, 60-year-olds regained 40-year-old telomere length, no immune rejection. Murmurs of awe rippled through the crowd. Cameras flashed. Notes were typed furiously. She delved into technical details, quantum algorithms, bioregent synthesis. Each data point precise to 4 decimal places. Unassailable. Mid-presentation, a low voice cut through the room, sharp with authority. Dr. Carter, what's delta factor's half-life in extreme cold? Say, minus 50 degrees Celsius under the Antarctic ice. Can your tech hold? Lynn froze. From the back row's shadows, Adrian Hawke stared at her, silver hair catching faint light, blue eyes unblinking. He twirled a silver pen, casual yet menacing. Why was he here? Their tense late-night talk had ended badly. She'd thought he'd back off, not challenge her publicly. Composing herself, she brought up supplementary data. Our cryogenic tests show 72-hour half-life at minus 60 degrees Celsius. Nanotech insulation extends it to 120 hours. Antarctic conditions are challenging, but we've developed quantum regulators for low time. But your data lacks viral antibody compatibility tests, Adrian interrupted, leaning forward. If delta factor cross-reacts with ancient viral proteins, could it trigger uncontrollable immune storms? Like the 2015 Nightingale Lab incident, telomere repair and viral mutation gone wrong. Nightingale Lab. The words hit Lynn like a thunderclap. Her mother had never mentioned it. Adrian was goading her openly. The room shifted. Delegates whispered, eyes darting between them. Lynn forced calm. Ignorance wasn't an option. Mr. Hawke, she said, voice tight but steady. Veda, as a biotech leader, should know innovation solves problems, not hypothetical risks. I know nothing of Nightingale, but delta factor passed 127 trials with 0 viral issues. Though Veda's VetaLink 3.0 neural interface did face neurodegeneration claims last month. Perhaps you should address that first? A murmur of approval rose. Adrian's expression flickered, surprised, perhaps, by her fanzi. He set down the pen, steepling his fingers. You're evading. Your prototype's core algorithm mirrors Nightingale's 20-year-old telomere repair factor delta. The lab's lead? My mother, Elena Hawke. Coincidence? Or did you use unpublished data? Lynn's heart plummeted. He knew about her mother, about Elena. This wasn't rivalry. It was a test. How much did she know? She stepped to the stage edge, locking eyes with him. Science thrives on collaboration. My work draws from my mother, Suan's notes. She collaborated globally, maybe with your mother. But delta factor's code, its molecular structure, 7 years of my team's blood, sweat, and code. No stolen data. She pulled up early code snippets. This 2028 Stanford prototype differs fundamentally from your Nightingale data. 怀疑我？欢迎维塔团队核查. If Vita opens VitaLink 3.0 source code, let the world judge its safety. Applause erupted. Adrian's jaw tightened. He hadn't expected this. As he stared at her, he thought of the Jing Daisen cup in her room blue lotus patterns, identical to the one in his mother's lab photo. Clues tangled. Lynn's tech, Suwon's notes, Nightingale, Oriental New Era. A net closing around them both. Very well. Adrian stood, straightening his jacket. I look forward to Stardust Vita collaboration. But heed this. Some tech crosses lines. It brings not salvation, but ruin. He left. Silver hair, a cold streak at the door, leaving chaos in his wake. Afterward, reporters and investors swarmed Lynn. She escaped to her hotel, collapsing onto the couch, heart racing. Adrian's warning echoed, lines crossed. Ruin. Did he mean the weaponization her mother feared? At her desk, she opened Suwan's notes. Faded pages held her mother's neat script. Delta Factor must never weaponize. They want control, not cures. Beside it, a symbol matching Elena's NASA pin. Her fingers trembled. Could that pin unlock everything? A notification pinged an anonymous email. She opened it, a photo. 20-year-old Nightingale, Elena and Suwon by a lab bench, holding a blue liquid vial labeled Arctic Virus Delta Fusion, Experiment 731. A scrawled note, they'll spread the virus via telomere repair, control lifespan. Lynn went cold. Arctic virus, Delta Factor, control. Her mother's warning made real. What had Elena done? And how much did Adrian know? She grabbed her phone. Book the earliest flight to New York. Find everything on Nightingale's Experiment 731, Arctic virus mentions, anything. No time to explain. Hurry. She hung up, staring at Vita's convoy below. Iceland reeked of 20-year-old secrets. Adrian was at their center. In his car, Adrian studied a message. Lynn booked tonight's flight. Her team's digging into Nightingale 731. His blue eyes narrowed. She'd found 731. The anonymous sender fed her clues, pushing her toward the truth. Odin, he said, escort Dr. Carter to JFK. Keep her safe. And find who sent that Experiment 731 photo. Sir, are you... I need to know who else hunts Nightingale's secrets. He clenched his fist. And contact South America. Find my mother's old lab assistant. I need answers. Before Lynn does. The convoy rolled on. Iceland's auroras painted the sky green, a beautiful lie. For Adrian and Lynn, the game had only begun. Airport escorts, South American leads, Oriental New Era's shadow, they were in the Shanhua with no exit. The story continues. Subscribe soon.